Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we got our Lilithmon mat and our custom Devimon Digivice. And they're going to help us out because we're looking at the purple deck I built. And this is going to be actually like an updated look at it because we did look at this one back a while ago. But going through all my decks, I figured like it was only fair to look at purple again, because a little bit has changed. One thing that hasn't changed is the memory markers. I'm still using the Japanese ones that I got because they just fit it so well. It's the purple color from the deck, and it looks beautiful. I love even this lighter one. It doesn't scream good guy to me. It doesn't scream like, oh, I'm the antithesis. It looks good. Next up, we are looking at the Digi Eggs. And we're going to start off with 3 copies of Gigamon. And he is the precursor to Impmon, if I'm remembering correctly. And he's got the ability of, your turn, while you have 5 or more cards in your trash, this Digimon gets plus 1000 DP. So pretty straightforward. Next up, we got Gigamon, who has the ability of your turn, once per turn, when one of your other Digimon is deleted, this Digimon gets plus 2000 DP for the turn. So another power boost. Pretty straightforward. And then starting this deck off, as we have to, we have 2 copies of this vanilla Demi Development. He's a 2 play cost, 0 Digivolution cost, 3000 DP, and no abilities. Looking all sneaky in the moonlight. And I put him in there. I like Demi Development, but also that's 3000's an alright body for a rookie. So he can do some damage against other rookies. Next up, we got 4 copies of this Gabumon. I don't think he's changed either. 3 play cost, 0 Digivolution cost, 2000 DP. On deletion, draw 2 cards from your deck. Then trash 1 card in your hand. So this was all right back when it came out in the first and second set of the American release, but now it is a lot better. And we'll see why in a minute. Next up, we got the Terriermon, the Chewmon, call it what you want. We got Gigamon. He's a 3 play cost, a 0 Digivolution cost, 2000 DP. Your opponent can't gain memory with tamer effects. Except with tamer effects. So, same thing as all the others. No inherited effect. So, we've just seen other versions of this guy. And then we've got 2 copies of Labramon, who is a 3 play cost, 0 Digivolution cost. On play, draw 1 card from your deck, then trash 1 card in your hand. So if you play him on Digivolution, it's not going to work. But that could be a very useful thing to go with. Now we got some new ones. Starting off with 2 copies of this Goblin Mound, who is a 3 play cost, 0 Digivolution cost, 2000 DP. And has no active effect, but the inherited effect of your turn once per turn. When you trash a card in your hand using one of your effects, this Digimon gets plus 2000 DP for the turn. So, as we've seen with Labramon, we can just play it down, trash a card. The evolution from this guy would get the plus 2000 DP. So that is very important. And then more Demi Development, because I can't get enough. He is a 3 play cost, a 0 Digivolution cost, 2000 DP. He has the retaliation ability, and your turn, while you have a Digimon with Myotismon in its name in play, this Digimon can't attack your opponent's Digimon. So that's kind of a drawback. I'm not sure why they put it on there. But we don't have any Myotismon in this deck that I remember. The retaliation is really the reason why I wanted it in here. Because if I can get him out, he can run into a Mega and then destroy that Mega, or force the opponent to take him out before he does that. Then we got 2 copies of Violemon, which is a 5 play cost, 2 Digivolution cost, 6,000 DP. He's got the old blocker ability, where when attacking you lose 2 memory, and no inherited effect. So another straightforward one from the old school, which I put him in because I do like having a couple blockers for security reasons. Then we've got another familiar old school one. We've got 4 copies of this Devermont. He's a 6 play cost, a 2 Digivolution cost, 4,000 DP. He's got the retaliation ability, and when he gets inherited, he gives that retaliation ability. So I like that because really I wish I'd see more cards that do this, where it's like both effects are the same. Because to me, like, that means he's good now and he's good in the future. And I really like that. And then next up, we got this museumon. Probably saying that wrong, but he's a 4 play cost, a 2 Digivolution cost, 4,000 DP, and he's got that jamming. I like jamming. And he has no inheritable effect. So this is another one that I would play on like Labramon, so that then they'd have jamming and they would just swing into the security stack for a bit before getting deleted. It's just that guaranteed take something out. And then the last of the champions we got is this Ogremon, who is a 6 play cost, a 2 Digivolution cost, 5,000 DP. When attacking, you may trash 1 card in your hand to have this Digimon gain security attack +1 for the turn. And the inherited effect of you may trash 1 card in your hand to have this Digimon gain 2,000 DP for the turn. So another big bonus, which is always great. Now on to the level 5s, and another oldie is Pumpkinmon. He's a 6 play cost, a 3 Digivolution cost, 6,000 DP. No active effect, but the inherited effect of on deletion, draw 2 cards from your deck, then trash 1 card from your hand. And then another one from the original was the chimeramons. I got 3 of them. And they are 7 play costs, a 3 Digivolution cost, 7,000 DP. On play, you may delete one of your other Digimons to delete one of your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon. So this one, again, Labramon's out. You play this one out. You get to delete one of your Digimons, the Labramon, to draw 2 cards and discard 1. And then delete one of your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon, which is a really good trade out, in my opinion. It's a bit of a setup, but it's worth it. Then we got this vanilla Chimeramon, who's a 5 play cost, a 2 Digivolution cost, 6,000 DP. And again, I put him in there because of that 2 Digivolution cost. That low cost means that if you are at 1, you're going to put your opponent at 1, or it's going to allow you to continue your plays. And that's important. And then our final one is this Skull Greymon. We got 2 copies of him. He's an 8 play cost, a 3 Digivolution cost, 7,000 DP. When you trash this card using one of your effects, you may place it under one of your purple Digimon at the bottom of its Digivolution cards. And then when attacking, you may trash 1 card in your hand to have this Digimon gain 3,000 DP for the turn, and they gain retaliation when it's in a stack, which is a great kind of effect to give. So that's one of the reasons why I put it in the deck. Just, he's got an effect which activates when he gets discarded, and that's a good effect to put on something. Like, you can't say anything bad about that. Alright, sorry about that. Now we're on to the Megas. Starting with Piedmont. I remember him being in the old deck. Even the Japanese deck that I built. And that is a 12 play cost, a 3 Digivolution cost, 10,000 DP. he's got the retaliation ability, and on play, you may play up to 2 level 4 or lower purple Digimon cards from your trash without paying their memory cost. Any on-play effects on the Digimon played with this effect don't activate. So that means that he's got no Digivolution effect, but if you play him for the 12, you get to pull 2 others out. And those could be the blockers that we have, or a retaliation one to kind of help even out the playing field the following turn. And then the last of the level 6s, we got 2 copies of Demi Development, the normal and the alternate art. I picked this one up a while ago. I just had to because I like it. I like it a lot. It's a very fun looking one. Or maybe I pulled it out of the box. I don't think we did. But so, Demi Development is a 12 play cost, a 4 Digivolution cost, 12,000 DP. Opponent's turn, once per turn, when a card is removed from your security stack, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. And on deletion, your opponent trashes 2 cards in their hand. So I put 2 copies of this in because, like, you could use, I believe, both of their effects at the same time. So if one of yours comes off of yours, 2 would come off of theirs because they're from different cards. And then when they're deleted, the opponent trashes 2 cards from their hand. I can't stress enough how much card advantage is important. So being able to take some advantage away from your opponent is great, especially versus blue, who now likes having 8 or more cards in their hand. Getting rid of 2 could really kind of slow down some of their plays. And then the final one is our level 7 millenniumon, which was also in the old build, which is a 15 play cost, a 6 Digivolution from black or purple. We don't care about black because we got none here. 13,000 DP. When Digivolving, return one of your opponent's Digimon to the bottom of the deck. Trash all the Digivolution cards of that Digimon. And then on deletion, if this had Digivolution cards, you may play this card from your trash without paying its memory cost. So that's a immediate kind of it comes back from the grave kind of thing, which is good because it can just, like, if your opponent does get it out, you can be just like, no, it comes back, and they have to deal with it one more time. And that could be very useful. Next up, we got the tamers. And we got 2 mats. They are the 4 play cost. Start of your turn, if you have 2 memory or less, you go to 3 memory. On play, return 1 purple Digimon card or purple option card from your trash to your hand. Security effect, play this card without paying its memory cost. So the first one I really like. The second one is also good. So this is an overall good purple card. I have 2. I could probably swap it out for something else, but I like if my opponent does try to mess with my memory and be like, oh, you only get 1. Well, I can get 3. Like, these things are great early game. Definitely suggest them. And then we got 1 copy of Mimi, who's a play cost of 2. All turns, when a player uses an option card, you may suspend this tamer to gain 1 memory. Security effect, play this card without paying its memory cost. So again, that 1 measly memory, it could be good, it could be bad. I might take this one out in the future because that's an alright effect, but there might be better cards to put in instead of her, depending what comes out. Next up, we've got 1 copy of Calling from the Darkness, which is a 1 play cost. Main, delete 1 of your Digimon, then return up to 2 purple Digimon from your trash to your hand, with the security effect of add this card to its owner's hand. So again, trash Labramon, get to pull 2 purple Digimon out from your trash, and that could help you continue some plays. Next up, 2 copies of Darkness Claw. A 1 play cost, main effect, 1 of your Digimon gets plus 3,000 DP for the turn, and the security effect of gain 2 memory. I like everything about this. The 1 cost is very low. The plus 3,000 could be very necessary. It's like that. It's that area where it's useful, but it's not broken. And then the gain 2 memory, if it's in the security stack, that could help stop your opponent's turn. So I like everything about that card. Then we got 2 copies of Night Raid, which is a 2 play cost. Main, play 1 purple level 3 Digimon card from your trash without paying its memory cost. Any on-play effects the Digimon played with this effect don't activate. In security effect, activate this card's main effect. So again, you pull Labramon back out from the trash for 2, destroy with Chimeramon's effect, and it goes back to the trash. You get to draw more cards, trash more cards, cause more combos to be pulled off. Great one, in my opinion. Then, a staple for most decks I find is the blank memory boost, which in this case is purple. Main, it is a 3 cost. Main, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add 1 purple Digimon card among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. Then place this card in your battle area. Main delay. Can't be trashed that turn, but on a future turn. And if it is, gain 2 memory. And then security effect, place this card in its owner's battle area. I've said it a lot. I'll say it again. I love taking the curve off that luck and being able to use a card like this to mitigate some of that luck and know what's coming. Not know what's coming next, but be able to pick a card you want coming next. Then we've got 1 copy of Necrophobia, which is a 5 play cost. Main, play 1 level 5 purple Digimon card from your trash without paying its memory cost. Any on-play effects of that Digimon played with this effect don't activate. And security effect, activate this card main effect. So another one allowing you to pull something from the trash, which might be like Devermont, and then you could ram it into something and destroy both of them, causing the retaliate to go off. So another one allowing you to pull something from the trash. We got 1 copy of Heat Viper, which is a 5 play cost. Main, you may delete 1 of your Digimon to delete up to 2 of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. So again, trading out like Labramon, then being able to delete 2 of your opponent's Digimon. And security effect, add this card to your hand. A bit pricey at 5, but still good. Then we got 1 copy of Hell's Gate, which is a 6 play cost. Main, delete 1 of your opponent's level 6 or higher Digimon. Security effect, add this card to its owner's hand. This one is a high cost, but being able to get rid of a Mega or a level 7, very useful. It's why it's only at 1, because it has to be higher. Nowadays, I would probably put at least 1 more in the side deck, depending on how fast my opponent speeds up. And then the final card of the deck is Trump Sword, which is a 7 play cost. Main, delete 1 of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon. Security effect, activate this card's main effect. Another one I would put extra copies in the side deck for, because just that ability of like being able to delete any of your opponent's Digimon. Like, this one does the same thing, but higher, but this one is just any. So if it is a troublesome level 5, like, again, the red, the Metal Greymon, just being like Metal Greymon, Metal Greymon, Metal Greymon, Metal Greymon on there and giving it plus 6,000, this would be able to deal with it, whereas the other one would not. And being able to activate it when it's pulled from the security is great. So what's this one's kind of focus? Well, as you saw, it's all about pulling things from the trash and using their abilities to continue stuff on. So, starting out with Gigamon or Gigamon to give it plus 2,000 when one of your other Digimon are deleted. And then going into Goblin Mound, which when you trash a card in your hand, you can give this one plus 2,000. And then going into Ogremon, so you may trash 1 card in your hand to give this Digimon plus 2,000. And then, for lack of anything better, putting on Pumpkinmon so that he gets that on-deletion effect. And then going into Devermont, And then finally, like, you can go into Millenniumon. And then when you attack, you can activate Ogremon's effect and discard something like Skull Greymon, who then gets to be played at the bottom. So now this Digimon gets retaliation with all the other effects. And it could just really mess someone up. So that's the purple deck that I built. Just kind of getting these things back together. Let's put those guys back there. So again, before we end, we have last pack that I purchased. Let's get this one opened. Let's see what we get here. I mean, what would I want? Super rare, secret rares, or campaigns. Like, we already opened 2 of these boxes, so we've gotten a lot of this already. Kenjo Gurumon, Dino Memory Boost, Toy Agumon, looking super cute, Pulsepon, also looking super cute. I love how this water bottle either looks like a water bottle or like a battery. Waymon, Neemon, Gigasmon, Nihilgamon, Kapurimon, Electric Rush, we got Harrismon, and we got a Metal Greymon. So, Harrismon, 3 play cost, 0 digivolution cost, 2000 DP. No active effect, inherited effect of your turn. When this card is trashed due to activating a Digimon's Digiburst, return this card to its owner's hand. I don't like Digiburst. There's not enough of them, really, to merit it. And then we got the Metal Greymon, which is a 7 play cost, a 3 digivolution cost, 7000 DP. On play, if you have a Tamer in play, gain 2 memory. If you don't have a Tamer in play, play 1 red Tamer card from your hand without paying its memory cost. And the inherited effect of your turn once per turn, when one of your opponent's Digimon is deleted, gain 1 memory. It's a good Metal Greymon. There's just better ones. I mean, maybe in a hybrid deck, but you want to play hybrids in a hybrid deck, this isn't going to really fit in there. So there we go. There's the pack. There's the purple deck. Let me know down below what you thought of it. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't, please consider subscribing. It really does help. Until then, I will see you next time.